Welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever had this incredibly vivid, cinematic vision in your head, but the second you try to actually make it, you just hit a wall of technical hurdles? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving deep into Google Flow to completely demystify it. We're going to look at exactly how this platform takes those raw, unpolished ideas and turns them into seamless, high-fidelity reality.
Okay, let's dive into this. Just imagine a workflow where the friction of technical limits completely disappears. No more fighting with clunky software interfaces just to test out a visual concept. What if the distance between the picture in your head and the image on your screen was literally just a few natural words? That's the core premise of what we're exploring today.
Here's how we're breaking it down today. First, we'll meet your new AI Creative Studio, then look at the 3 models powering the magic. We'll walk through the plan, create, and refine workflow, check out how to build and share custom tools, look at some real art by real creators, and finally, run through the subscriptions and pricing tiers.
Section 1. Meet your AI Creative Studio, bridging idea and execution.
Section 2. 3 models powering the magic, the engines behind the canvas.
Think of Google Flow like a massive, adaptable, collaborative canvas. But to really master any art form, we gotta know our tools, right? This platform isn't just relying on one giant brain. It's actually utilizing 3 highly specialized models to do the heavy lifting. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we can contrast the distinct superpowers of these 3 engines side by side. First up, you have Gemini Omni. This handles video and multimodality. Think of it as your conversational editor that can take literally any input reference. Next is Nanobana. This is the precision image engine, and it absolutely crushes things that AI usually struggles with, stuff like keeping subjects consistent across different frames and rendering text accurately. Finally, Veo 3.1 brings the realism and physics. We're talking native audio, strict prompt adherence, and stunningly high-quality video outputs. Together, they make up a complete creative ecosystem.
Section 3. Plan, create, and refine. The creator's workflow.
Having crazy powerful models is awesome, but how do we actually put them to work? This 3-step methodology is the beating heart of Flow. Step 1 is plan. Instead of staring at a terrifying blank page, you're iterating ideas with a Gemini-powered agent that actually gets the context of your specific project. It's like having a creative partner right from that first spark. Step 2 is create. Here you can just blend text, images, and video without any boundaries to generate high-fidelity assets. And then step 3 is refine. This is where you take those generated assets and tweak them using professional-grade controls.
I really want to pause and highlight the power of this refine stage, because honestly, this is a total game changer for professionals. Instead of spending hours manually keyframing masks or endlessly tweaking a single asset, you use natural language editing. You can execute complex, iterative edits and scale those changes across your entire project just by typing out simple text instructions. It completely removes all those exhausting technical hurdles from post-production.
Section 4. Build and share custom tools, expanding your artistic capabilities. But hey, what happens when the default settings just aren't cutting it? The cool thing is, you're not locked into what Google gives you. The community is already churning out an absolute ton of custom tools. You've got Pixel Bento for lo-fi glitch effects, Storyboard Studio for visualizing your scripts, Converge for rendering your sketches, Scout 360 for massive environments, Grid Architect, type overlays, the whole 9 yards. But I definitely want to single out 2 of them. Character X-Ray, which is amazing for deeply developing narrative backstories, and then there's Ribbit, which lets you perform live video playback driven entirely by a music beat. The sheer variety here just proves how insanely adaptable this canvas is.
Section 5. Real art by real creators. The Flow Sessions.
Ultimately, technology is only as good as the art it produces, and this is where we get to look at the actual emotional work coming from boundary-pushing creatives. Check out this logline. Until We Meet Again is a short film by visual artist Julie Wieland. Deep in a forgotten forest lives an unassuming friendship between a stone golem and a dandelion. Just think about what it takes to actually generate that. It demands incredibly delicate subject consistency over time and deeply nuanced storytelling to make a viewer actually care about a rock and a flower. And Flow handles it beautifully.
And this brilliantly illustrates the complete opposite end of the emotional spectrum. Lucky Boy, produced by the studio Old New Rare, follows a man obsessed with lottery scratchers who dreams of escaping a dead-end life. This proves for sure that these generative tools aren't just for spinning up glossy, surreal fantasy landscapes. They can absolutely deliver gritty, grounded, and intensely human narratives.
Section 6. Subscriptions and pricing tiers. Scaling your creative power.
So we've seen the models and the incredible art, but let's get down to brass tacks. What does it actually cost to sit in this AI creative studio? Well, the most important number here is 0. The entry point to Google Flow is completely free. Without spending a single dime, you get 50 daily credits, plus access to the heavy-hitting models Gemini Omni Flash, Nano Banana Pro, and VO 3.1. You even get the Intelligent Agent and 2K image upscaling. It is a seriously robust starting point for anyone.
So the crucial point is understanding the difference between that free tier and the very first paid tier. The Plus plan is just $4.99 a month. Yes, you do jump from 50 daily credits to 200 monthly credits, and you get 1080p video upscaling. But take a look at that middle point on the slide. The free tier allows tool usage only. Upgrading to the Plus tier unlocks tool creation. If you actually want to build and share those custom workspace tools we were raving about earlier, this is the vital unlock you need.
Let's move to and see how this builds for heavy professionals who need massive scale. From the 200 credits in the Plus tier, you can jump to the Pro tier for 1,000 monthly credits. But if you're a major studio running huge productions, you can scale all the way up to the top Ultra tier at $199.99 a month. That gives you a staggering 25,000 monthly credits, 4K image and video upscaling, and 30 terabytes of storage. The whole platform is literally designed to scale directly alongside your ambition.
We've explored the models, the custom tools, the workflow, and the pricing. We've seen exactly how Google Flow removes that frustrating friction between a creative spark and the final render. The tech is here, and it's more accessible than it's ever been. So, to all of you watching this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought. Now that the technical bounds are completely gone, what will you build first?